Welcome back. Today we'll be looking at Nevada State Historical Markers numbers 161 through 165. Let's start off about 378 miles away from our previous marker. Now we find ourselves standing on the northwest corner of US 50, Lincoln Highway, and US 95, Main Street, in the town of Fallon. Located on this corner is the Courthouse for Churchill County and our first marker in this series. So let's take a look at marker number 161, Churchill County Courthouse.
Churchill County Courthouse. Churchill County was created by the territorial legislature in 1861, but attached to Lyon County for judicial and revenue purposes. Churchill County was organized in 1864, and La Plata served as the county seat. In 1868, it was moved to Stillwater, where it remained until March 5, 1903, when Fallon claimed the title. The neoclassical Churchill County Courthouse was constructed in 1903 on property donated by Warren and Addie Williams and John Oates. Contractor W.E. Wyrick built the wood building for $7,300 from plans and specifications by Reno architect Benjamin Leon. The building was completed and accepted by County Commissioners F.L. Small, Charles L. Allen, and E.S. Harriman on February 2, 1904. The building is the only monumental wooden courthouse built in Nevada. It has been in continuous use since opening. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 161.
Let's head north up to Humboldt County now. First, we will need to pass the town of Gerlach and continue north on Washoe County Road 34. 12.5 miles past Gerlach is a turnoff to Soldier Meadows Ranch. As we take the road to Soldier Meadows, we will continue on for another 45 miles or so. Here on the right-hand side of the road facing Soldier Meadows Ranch is our next marker, marker number 162, Camp McGarry.
Camp McGarry. The U.S. Army operated Camp McGarry 12 miles northeast of here at Summit Springs near Summit Lake on the old Applegate Trail from 1865 to 1868. Troops protected the Idaho-California mail and stage roads and nearby trails in Nevada and Oregon. The Army constructed officers' quarters, a mess hall, barracks, and a 100-horse stone barn near here. In 1866, Camp McGarry was made headquarters of the District of Nevada. In autumn 1868, troops were moved to Camp Winfield Scott north of Paradise Valley, Nevada. And Camp McGarry, the largest military reservation in Nevada, comprising 75 square miles, was abandoned. In 1871, the land transferred to the Bureau of Land Management and it was eventually used as an American Indian reservation. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 162.
Turning around now and driving 175 miles south to Dayton is where we'll find our next marker. Located on the corner of US 50 and State Route 822 and only 10 feet away from marker number 7 is our next marker, marker number 163, Dayton Chinatown.
Dayton Chinatown. Dayton is the site of Nevada's first Chinatown. By the mid-19th century, hundreds of thousands of immigrants from China, along with immigrants from Japan and Korea, moved to the United States. They were pushed by economic disruption in their home countries and pulled by the promises of gold and employment in the Rocky Mountain West. The Dayton Chinese were hired by Edward Rose in August 1857 to dig the 4-mile Rose Ditch from the mouth of the Carson River west of the town to the miners working the placers at the entrance to Gold Canyon. Despite discrimination, the promises of jobs compelled the Chinese to stay. They mined in Gold Canyon and settled along the Carson River in this area. The community continued to be an important hub for Chinese Americans in Nevada into the 1880s. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 163.
Now, let's travel east on Interstate 80, just past Winnemucca. At exit 187, we will turn left towards the Button Point Rest Area. Located in the rest area and about 25 feet away from marker number 22 is going to be our next marker, marker number 164, Button Point. Button Point. In 1873, Frank Button and his uncle Isaac Button drove cattle to the area to begin ranching operations in the rich, fertile valleys of northern and eastern Humboldt County. Under their famous Double Square brand, they raised thousands of fine horses on the 4,000 square mile of ranch land. Although the original ranch was sold in 1884, Frank Button continued his ranching activities in this area, and later served as postmaster in Button Point and as the chairman of the board of Humboldt County Commissioners. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 164. 395 miles south will be our next marker. Located on the northbound shoulder of US 95 in Nye County and close to a mile from the exit for Mercury is our next marker. Marker number 165, Nevada Test Site. Nevada Test Site. Tests of devices for defense and for peaceful uses of nuclear explosives have been conducted here since the 1950s. The nation's principal nuclear explosive testing laboratory was located within this 1,350 square mile geologically complex area in the isolated valleys of Jackass, Yucca, and Frenchman Flats. Selected as the North American Test Site in 1950, the first test took place on Frenchman Flat in January 1951. Today, the Nevada Test Site is one of the nation's most important expressions of the Cold War. Archaeological studies of the Nevada Test Site have revealed continuous occupation over the past 9,500 years. Several American Indian cultures are represented. Southern Paiutes were the most recent group to occupy the area. Nevada State Historical Marker, number 165.